What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So we got some really interesting things to talk about because something strange or interesting, should I say, seems to be happening, and the Marvel's Avengers team are already working on a new original AAA game. So we got a lot of stuff to talk about and some really cool things as well. So as always, if you are new to the channel, by clicking that big red subscribe button below, you will unlock your good day of the deed. And as always, if you can kindly throw over just one like, that would be nice. Now, kicking off this video, I want to start off with the new information that has come out regarding the Avengers team working on, and I quote, a new original AAA game. So the news was revealed thanks to some new job listings that appeared on the company's website, and according to one of the listings, the title will be a new AAA game being built in our Redwood City studio. Now, additional details of course are limited at this time, but it does show that the company is already thinking about the future, despite the fact that there are still plenty of content left related to Marvel's Avengers on the way. Now, what is interesting is that the listing for the jobs will basically be linked below, but most importantly, it does state that the game will be, and I quote again, multiplayer focused and will feature PvP content. So it will be interesting to see what this is for sure, but at the same time, we know that the roster that they, well, hero roster should I say, that they have for this Avengers game and content, again, is, we're talking years, right? So I'm very excited to see how they would actually handle two AAA games, if you get what I mean. But nonetheless, that is some interesting information. Now, bouncing back to the Avengers game, this post is coming from the mythical lands of Reddit, and it is actually revealing something pretty cool, and this is that hives in this game are actually in space. So from the video that you see in the background that the user posted, you can see that it basically glitches out and he's in some type of shuttle, satellite, whatever you want to call it, and of course, well, it's in space. Right now, a lot of people have encountered this glitch, but if you haven't, well, I guess this is something new for you, right? And it's one of those small things that I think are really cool. But when the devs said that we'd be able to travel to space in this game, I don't know if they meant this specifically, as I was personally kind of expecting actual space missions besides the campaign one. But I mean, what would have been really cool was being able to, you know, fight some bots up in space as Iron Man. I mean, I feel like there's a lot of things that the Avengers team could do in terms of content wise that would actually resolve around space, and again, it kind of would be going more to like a DLC, I guess, add-on. But you guys leave your thoughts on that in the comments below, and whether or not your new hives were in space. Again, it's one of those little random things that are cool if you didn't know it already. Now, the next post is also from the mythical lands of Reddit, except it's about the harm rooms, and it's basically an idea that says, here's an idea, how about actually letting us access the harm room by walking in the harm room? And then the user continues to elaborate, saying it's such a simple thing, just walk into the Chimera basement, touch the screen, and select what harm challenges you want. Why do we have to go to the war table, fly a lap with the Quinjet around the helicarrier, land, and then enter the room? Here's another grand idea. Let us customize our own harm room experiences so that we can practice against enemy types/scenarios, or better yet, endless waves. Why even have the option to walk to the harm room if you're not going to have access terminal for it like when we were first introduced? It's such a baffling creative decision. Now, again, this is one of those, like, I guess, random ideas that are actually, you know, really effective if it was to be implemented. But this is going to lead into my video later on today, because you know how I've been saying for a while now, like the last couple of videos, that, well, this game is basically, you know, more of a true next-gen experience type of game than the current gen. Just check out that video later, okay, because it's basically going to answer all of this stuff. But nonetheless, I have to agree with this. Just going a lap around the Quinjet only to land back in the same location to basically do something you could have just opened the door for. I mean, I get what's going on, but I think the great idea that was definitely mentioned here was the whole, you know, custom feature where you can basically choose your own enemy types or scenario. honestly, if you guys are watching this and you're a dev for this game, again, this I can safely say, right, is a feature that I'm sure at least 99% of us could agree on, and I think it would be so beneficial because there are so many enemies in this game that are either really frustrating that, again, you're not sure how to deal with at first until you basically get your butt kicked in a mission and then fail a mission. It all depends on, of course, what difficulty you're doing, but you kind of get what I'm trying to go here. I think for practice and, you know, learning your moves as it stands already, I think it's good, but just practicing the right enemies would definitely be way more effective in my opinion. Now, lastly, fire adaptoids need changing so badly, they are completely and utterly ridiculous. First point, can have 2 overshields on top of each other, seriously? Deals constant fire damage if you are near them, so melee characters can suck it, I guess. 3, can instantly grab you with 0 warning, is undodgeable, unlockable, draining your heroics, and will one-shot you in some instances. 4, spam unlockable fireballs at you from 100 miles away every second. And 5, which again is something we can all agree with, just existing. Now, these need to be patched so badly, they are completely OP and unbearable to fight, especially if you are melee. You might as well just basically, in other words, not do the mission, right? So I had to share this because, I mean, again, it's one of those things that I couldn't agree more with. Now, we know that we're still getting a lot of updates for this game. We know now that they're working on a new AAA game that, again, is going to be probably not linked one single bit with this Avengers game, but I wouldn't actually say that is anything to worry about because I've seen a few comments of people saying, well, you know, this game's just come out right now, right? And there's a lot of stuff that needs to be done. They shouldn't be already working on a new game. I mean, it's different studios, that's the first thing, right? As it stands right now, we've got the base of this game. We've got the base of the next-gen version of this game as well. So, that being said, I still think we're on, you know, the right path for this game. It's just, I think we already know they're listening to the community, so I think it's great that we see these 2 basic ideas, but yet so effective. So, firstly, just entering the harm room and having that custom option, and second of all, just basically getting rid of the fire adaptoids. I know they are extremely frustrating, and again, it depends on what difficulty you play this game at, right? And based on that difficulty is basically how frustrating you will find these enemies. But guys, get in the comments below and let me know your thoughts on all of this stuff. Like I said, if you want to check out those job listings, I'll link it in the description below. There's definitely some interesting information over there, but like I said, the video later today is regarding our first look at some PlayStation 5 screenshots for this game, and I'm basically going to be talking about how it really is a true next-gen game based on information that we've actually got from someone from the Crystal Dynamics team. Yeah, you basically just need to check it out, okay? It's going to be really, really interesting, so I'll just leave it there. But as always, subscribe for more awesome content if you haven't already. Until the next one, have yourselves a ridiculously amazing day, and adios amigos.